Hey, what's up guys? In this video we're going down to Drake Passage. That's this area here, this large body of water that separates South America from Antarctica. Back on the 9th, a large aircraft, a C-130 Hercules belonging to the Chilean Air Force, disappeared off of radar, never to be heard from again after it departed Punta Arenas Airport right here in South America. And in fact, if you look real close here on Google Earth, when this image was taken, I think this very aircraft that went missing was parked right here. That appears to be a C-130 Hercules. So not for sure, not 100%, but it's the only very large aircraft at that airport that looks anything like a C-130 Hercules. But anyway, it departed here, got about 450 miles away and disappeared right in this area here. And they never heard from the plane again. It was headed towards King George Island down here just on the edge of the Arctic Circle. This looks like, to me, its only place it could have landed right here. This was probably the base that it was going to. Unfortunately, there were 38 people on board this aircraft that were en route to that research facility in Antarctica. Some of the people were students, passengers, and crew members. Just a sad story. We don't like to hear things like this, but unfortunately it does happen from time to time. This aircraft here probably had made this journey many times, and sometimes the weather does get a little rough down here in Drake's Passage, especially sea swells. Well, that would not affect this aircraft, but high winds and turbulence possibly could. Weather was not a factor. It was good on that day, and if you look right now at adventuresky.com, there's really no high winds to speak of, at least at ground level. Now up above, the winds can definitely be higher, but this would show us if the winds were significantly strong, and they're not today and they weren't that day. But they do think maybe they have found some debris floating in Drake's Passage right in there, what looks like a piece of foam that could be from a fuel tank. They haven't identified it yet, if it is part of that airplane or not. From what I understand, that's the only thing that they found so far, and that was 19 miles away from this location where it went off of radar. So a mystery right now. Like I said earlier, planes make the journey to Antarctica quite often. In fact, if you look around on Google Earth, you can find airplanes sitting around on the ice that are functioning airplanes, or at least they look like they're in good shape. There's one there. There's one there. I don't know where these bases are at. These photos were sent to me by Elizabeth. There's a couple more airplanes there, and right here you'll see one. So airplanes do make the journey down there. You don't hear very often about planes disappearing on their way to Antarctica, not even so much as a distress signal from the airplane. So very mysterious circumstances surrounding the disappearance of this large aircraft. I'll keep you guys updated if I hear anything other than what I've found now, but they have found like one piece of debris, and they haven't confirmed yet if that is indeed part of that aircraft. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a super day and be safe out there.